Hey, welcome back to another episode of OUTSIDEIN.
Your go-to source for honest conversations about relationships and marriage.
So if you are ready, let's go.
Oh, hari ni macam different a bit. As you can see, if you're watching the video version of this podcast, you can see that we have a new setup. And we have a name for this segment,
Yes,
don't we?
correct. So of course, before we begin, this podcast is brought to you by Sri Kandi Associates.
Looking for your first matrimonial house? Planning to upgrade? Look no further.
For your property matters, contact Sri Kandi Associates at 8788-3559. And also follow them on Instagram at srikandi.associates.
Yes, Sri Kandi.
Jangan tak jadi. Yes. So of course,
So why are we speaking so softly like this?
softly, melodiously, apa lagi?
Killing me softly.
killing me softly. So of course, we decided that we have been receiving a lot of your DMs, a lot of your stories, and I feel that it's about time that we put a proper name to us sharing these stories for you guys. So of course, we came up with something simple. Yeah. So whenever you see this setup and it's just the two of us, it will be called Pillow Talks with OUTSIDEIN. Yeah. So
we are in our comfy clothes, in our hoodies, with lots of pillows, and in a more relaxed setting lah.
Yeah. So at the same time also, this is also to all of you that's listening. You can continue sharing your stories, be it happy stories, sad stories, any stories at all that you want to share for all of us listeners to learn as well.
Yeah.
Because I feel that in every story that is being shared, there is something that we can learn, we can learn from the story. Yeah. So do DM us if you feel that you do not want to share, do not want to know your whether you want to share anonymously. There's also a link.
You can do so.
Yeah, go to our Instagram highlights. There's also a link, the NGL link.
Betul?
Yeah, then you can just DM us lah. We'll be looking forward to more stories from you guys, okay?
Yeah.
So that we can have more pillow talks with
Betul.
OUTSIDEIN.
And also because this Pillow Talk segment is a little bit different, right? It's a bit more chill. The songs also we chose are a bit lo-fi, a bit calming. And we also decided to let our cats roam free. So as you can see right now, Cookie is right there.
Oh yeah, I can see him at the back.
So yeah, without further ado.
Yes, so we're going to be moving on to our very first story that you want to share. You choose which one?
I choose Okay lah, I choose
So okay, before that, right, of course, the stories that I mentioned earlier can be sad stories, can be happy stories. So the music will change accordingly. Yeah.
Okay, I choose this one.
Which one is it? Oh, okay. Not this one first, later.
Oh, later
Yeah,
okay lah.
not later. Yeah, sorry for the kita.
You can enjoy the music. No
Yeah,
worries.
let's go with this one. This one quite heavy.
Okay, boleh?
This one,
Boleh.
Okay, alright. So our very first story submission that we're going to share. Of course, we won't be sharing the names of the ones who shared because we would like. I think they would like them to be anonymous unless you want to share your name. Then you share lah. Okay. So we're going to read out the first one. Okay.
Kau sikit.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay, go. You want to read or I read?
Okay, we take turns. I will start first, okay?
Mm.
Salam. Hi guys. I'm your listener from Malaysia. Used to hear your podcast because I'm gonna get married soon, inshallah.
Amin.
Love to hear the perspectives and eyes of yours for certain topics. I'm not sure you guys gonna read this or not. Yes, we are reading it.
Yes.
I just want to ask your opinion or moral support, I guess. InsyaAllah, I akan kahwin after Raya. Tapi so many problems with my family. My mum sakit. She's suffering with cancer, stage 4. This year's gonna be her 2-year plus with cancer and currently undergoing treatment. So mostly I yang jaga my mum. Took leave for appointments. Even my savings habis for her. And I'm okay with that. I ada siblings. My adik and my abang. Also my dad. I don't know. It seems they pass the burden of jaga my mum to me. My dad keeps spoiling my siblings dengan bagi allowances, especially to my sister. Kononnya she's taking care of our house. Actually tak. I yang buat the home chores, settlekan my mum bila I balik kerja.
Wow.
So yeah, the message stops there.
Firstly, I would like to say you are a very strong lady, and this is a test for you before you get married, I believe, because I think we like to doa. First and foremost, we like to doakan for your mom who's going through cancer stage 4
treatment lah.
Yeah, and we doakan yang she remains strong and diberikan kesihatan insyaAllah dan dipanjangkan umur insyaAllah.
InsyaAllah, amin.
Yeah. So
I actually did reply to her, and maybe I can share my response.
Okay.
I said that mungkin ini tanda Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala sayang sangat dengan you. Semoga Allah beri you ganjaran yang besar kerana menjaga ibu you dengan baik. Amin. Mungkin family you tak nampak yang you mampu buat semua ni, tapi tak tahu yang you sebenarnya perlukan bantuan. Kalau belum bilang atau discuss with your family members, mungkin you boleh try. Tapi kalau situasi masih sama lepas tu, kita harap you terus tabah. Allah will reward you for everything you have done. Kalau ada sahabat atau family member lain yang supportive and that you trust, do go to them untuk luahkan perasaan once in a while. Jadi, you ada juga tempat untuk relieve your stress walaupun hanya emotional support. Lepas tu, bangkitkan semangat balik and jaga ibu you dengan penuh kasih sayang.
InsyaAllah. Wow. I think for anyone that's going through such a challenge or such a situation, memang tak senang lah. Pasal mak kesayangan sendiri kan yang going through such treatment, and then with everything else like the problem of not enough support, not just financially but also mentally as well. I think to anyone out there who's going through such a tough time, do open up to someone that you love, especially someone that you know that cares about you.
I mean, if right now in your situation you rasa macam you sorang in this predicament or challenge, and you rasa burnout, mentally tired and things like that, it's best for you to have your own support. Sebab kerja ni, I won't say kerja, but what you are doing, supporting your mom with everything that you have, shows that you support your mom 100%. You know, you shower her with everything. But what about you? You know, you pun perlukan support. So your support with your mom, apa yang you buat tu semua, you jangan lepas. But at the same time, you also have to top up your own mental well-being, your health and everything. So kalau you tak dapat cari orang yang boleh tolong you physically, at least try to cari someone you trust untuk luahkan perasaan. I think kalau you simpan dalam hati kan, it won't be good for you lah in the long run. Sebab you simpan, then
menjaga mental health jugalah.
Yeah, it will deteriorate.
Deteriorate.
Yeah. But I think also dia cakap dia nak she's going to get married, right?
Yeah. So hopefully lah kan bila you kahwin ni, your husband pula orang yang sangat penyayang dan
penyabar,
akan memberi you semangat untuk menjaga mak you juga.
Seorang yang penyabar, seorang yang besar hati, seorang yang penuh kasih sayang, that can also help you with your mother, can care for your mother as much as he cares for his own mother, insyaAllah. And I feel like that is very important.
Definitely.
And I can understand why she feels very burdened, very stressed, because dia nak hidupkan, dia nak
menjalankan hidupnya,
menjalankan hidup baru dengan
suami dia,
potential the husband, right? But she is in a very difficult situation. So I feel like, I think of course the bakal tahulah yang she is in such a situation, but I really hope that he can be that person that you can go to Macam okay, for example, I can picture if I put myself in her shoes, right? I jaga my mum, I dah pour everything to my mum. So now myself, I'm empty, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I go back home, I have my husband there to shower me with love. To
Fill up the empty cup lah.
yes, so to have that someone is very important lah.
Yeah.
So insyaAllah kita doakan yang terbaik untuk perkahwinan you. InsyaAllah hingga ke jannah.
Amin.
And that your perkahwinan akan direstui, diberkati Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Amin.
Amin. So thank you for your submission. Kita we feel for you lah. Yeah. So hopefully you dengar ni episode ni, then you DM kita balik lah.
Okay.
So
lagu main peranan
Okay, so we're going to move on to another story that's being shared with us. This time, this story is very, I would say, apa nama dia? It can be very sensitive to others because it involves husband and wives, marital affairs. In terms of their sexual needs. Yeah, so
I mean kita ni suami isteri, it's not a thing to shy away from lah. It's like memang lumrah kita kan, husband and wife ada intimate moments lah.
Nafkah batin.
Yeah, so you want to read?
Yeah, sure. I'll read this one.
Message?
Oh, sebentar ya. I lupa nak restart balik. How itu dia.
Okidoki.
So I read this one. Sorry guys
Apa tu yang?
Dia dulu start balik.
Gitu.
Itu dia. Okay. So this is also anonymous DM. Hi OUTSIDEIN, been listening to your podcast since episode 1. Mashallah.
Mashallah.
And I find it very informative, and very often it made me feel like I'm not alone going through tough times in marriage life.
Alhamdulillah.
Well, I have a question and hoping if you can help me or help me understand at least on what's going on with my husband. Needing Yanto's advice and Farah's reaction to this to see if I'm overreacting.
Okay.
So we've been married for more than a year now. About 7 to 8 months into the marriage, I caught him consuming enhancement supplements to have sex with me. I was upset at first, mainly because he kept it hidden from me. I felt like he wasn't honest with me about it. He then explained why he kept it hidden from me. He said he was embarrassed about it. This issue he has been battling with, probably erectile dysfunction. But of course, I forgave him, and I started to become more understanding of this and told him that I value his honesty, trusted him, and told him not to hide things from me. I tried to be a good wife and be empathetic and understanding. Months went by and we were okay. In fact, I will casually ask him sometimes about this. Like after we have sex, I will ask if he took the supplement, and he will say yes or no. Basically, we were already cool about it. Until he lied to me to go and buy the supplement. He didn't answer my video call and lied to me and said he's on a call and whatnot. But after a while, he admitted to going out to buy that thing. This is not the first time he lied to me. Before this, he also spoke to his co-workers with endearing terms like baby and calling her beautiful. His excuse was, this is just how he is as a person. I'm so sad, down and lost. He said he never loved me and
he said
he loved me and never cheated on me. Yet he still does all that to me. Am I overreacting? Appreciate it if you can keep me anonymous. Thank you.
Okay, so
wow. Okay, so there's 3 issues.
Let me try and understand. So first,
he took sex enhancement pills.
Okay, without the wife knowing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the wife found out.
Then they were cool about it.
Yeah. And then after that,
he went to buy another supplement.
And he lied about it.
Yeah. So I think probably from what I'm thinking is he already has a stock of the supplement. Then bila dah habis tu, maybe the wife kata tak nak beli, jangan beli, tak payah beli lagi ke apa. But then he secretly go and buy again the supplement lah.
Okay.
Which I think because before this she already told him that if you are taking this supplement, tell her. She wants to be open with him about it. Yeah, but I think this time around he didn't the second time maybe he didn't go and tell her that he went to buy.
But do you think he's hiding anything in terms of like the co-worker thing?
Co-worker thing, okay, maybe talk about that later.
Okay.
Yeah, we talk about supplement first.
Okay.
The enhancement. Yeah.
So okay, let me put myself in her shoes.
Mm.
I think I would feel some type of way also, but I would also like this listener. I would communicate to you about it,
Yeah.
and I would come to understand lah. Of course, there is something very private, and I would say it's quite embarrassing, right? To
I mean, okay.
reveal.
Okay, I mean, the first thing is, can he function without the enhancement pills?
That
that's the
one we
thing.
don't know yet.
Yeah, we do not know about that. But of course, number one is, okay, I come from a man's point of view, okay?
Mhm.
If let's say I cannot function without the pills, then I would feel less of a man as your husband. That
Okay.
I won't be able to satisfy your nafkah batin if that's the case, right? So that's why I take the pills, so that I am able to satisfy this nafkah batin for you.
Right.
So I mean, if that is the case lah, but at the same time also, perhaps he's taking these supplements because he feels that he needs it in order to be able to connect more with the wife in bed.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but at the same time, why I'm hiding it from you is because perhaps I do not want you to feel that. Once again, I do not want you to feel that I'm less of a man, that I need to take these enhancement pills in order for me to function properly in bed. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I think I can resonate. I think some of you ladies out there can resonate when I say that even if you come with us with that kind of situation, we would never see you any less. You are our partner. You are our life partner.
Okay.
If you are struggling with something, we would want to know about it because we are your wife.
Yeah.
I feel like this is just my personal opinion lah. I feel like I should be the person that you would be the most comfortable telling me about even the worst stuff.
Okay.
You know, because I am your life partner.
Yeah.
But I understand also that this issue can be a bit hard to talk about lah. Of course, I can understand.
Because every man is different. You
Of
know,
course.
like for me, I'm very open with you about every type of way, in every type of way. But perhaps for him, he feels this kind of thing can be very embarrassing for him.
Malu.
Yeah, he mungkin akan rasa malu lah. Perhaps that is valid for him because
Yes,
dia
yes.
akan rasa kekurangan lah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
feels less lah. He
So
feels lesser.
yeah, but I'm really glad that you mentioned that, you know, you both are cool about it after discussing it.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
Which is something that we really advocate for in terms
Yeah.
of talking openly, sitting with the discomfort, right?
Yeah, I think like I said just now, I can speak for everybody lah, but like women ni when their partner is hurting, it hurts them too. So they
Okay.
wanna do anything it takes to make you feel better, to not make you feel any less.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So Alhamdulillah, I feel like this couple yang dia cakap tu, they were cool about it, right?
Yeah.
They like okay lah.
Yeah,
You didn't tell me
worked it out.
initially. Okay, maybe you had your reasons.
Yeah.
Now I know, and okay, we're cool about
Yeah.
it.
But then generally I would say that perhaps he didn't tell you the second time because as a man, coming from me, personally, if I were to be putting myself in his shoes, to have that kind of, if I were to put this as an embarrassing situation for me, eventually I am still going to be embarrassed about it, still going to be uncomfortable about it. So it's going to take some time for him to be able to constantly share with you, oh sayang, I need to get more pills, something like that. Then perhaps eventually, then gradually, what I would expect from my wife would be, maybe perhaps instead of he going out secretly to go and buy it, maybe you ask him instead, like, do you need to get more supplements for yourself? Yeah, then dah beli supplements ke belum? You know, that kind of thing. So that he will feel comfortable in knowing that, oh, my wife is okay with me getting these supplements because she is comfortable with me as well.
Maybe make it like
Macam-macam
don't
makan
make
vitamin
it,
lah.
Yeah, don't make it like a big deal lah. Just maybe like, yeah, I think if I were the lady, maybe one way that I can make my husband feel more comfortable is being a part of that journey lah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like asking like, you okay? Pills you need to get more pills. Maybe you want me to come with you. I can go.
Yeah, things
You
like that.
It's like a
Yeah.
supplement run.
But of course, and in the meantime, if let's say if he can perform in bed without using the enhancement pills, then perhaps you can slowly wean off it, because sometimes I know I've read of certain incidents where no matter how hard they try, they cannot perform. Yeah, it's just like like what she said, like erectile dysfunction probably. But if let's say he doesn't have any issues, go get it checked. Yeah, go get it checked first and see.
I think it's good to get it checked lah at the hospital.
Yeah.
If there's
Then
something.
the thing is, when you go to the hospital, it can be a two of you journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, be supportive for him as much as how he feels that he wants to be a good husband to you. Yeah, but if let's say he's already diagnosed with it, then you support him even more. Yeah, but of course, nak kata, I feel that because the thing that she feel that he is doing is the fact that you felt that he lied to you, kan? So yeah, like I say, like perhaps maybe he is still embarrassed about it. So you take the first step. Personally, I can suggest is you take the first step and ask him, do you need to go for an appointment? You need to go for this, you need to go for that. Yeah, be part of that journey with him. So yeah, if he still feels uncomfortable, then you have to coax him in how you can do it generally as a wife to a husband.
I think you would know best how to pujuk him in a way. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's part of the ED lah, about the enhancement pills. And then next, the one that she mentioned briefly about, speaking to his co-workers with endearing terms, like baby, and calling her beautiful. So of course he said that he still loves you and he would never cheat on you.
Okay, honestly, from a woman's point of view, it doesn't look that good.
Yeah.
Because first of all, you lied. Then okay, we overcame that, right? And then you lied again. And then now you are calling some girl in your workplace baby and endearing terms. That would make me very concerned.
Yeah.
That would make me macam, huh?
It's like macam one after another, and then at the same time it make you feel as though, are you using the enhancement pills for me or for someone else?
Yeah, of
Does
course.
it make you
I
feel
think
that way?
yeah, I think the thought will pop up lah. Like can't help it. So yeah, I think from my point of view, it would make me very wary. Like, kenapa ni? Like, lepas ni I thought we okay, and then jadi macam gini pula, So what do you think as a man?
Personally also, I feel that, calling someone else baby, if let's say lah, I feel that if you call your wife a certain endearing term, you wouldn't want to call someone else the same term.
Yeah.
It's like you're putting someone on the same pedestal as your wife. So the general rule of thumb is we do not want to have we do not want to give extra attention to the opposite gender in unnecessary fashion.
I think I can use you. Okay, I'm not trying to compare anyone, but just to give you a better understanding. For example, Yan. Yan is someone who is very friendly with everybody, and he has a lot of female friends, and his workplace punya co-workers are all mostly
generally female.
Yeah. But he has never made me feel threatened, or he has never made me macam
Alhamdulillah.
question him lah, because of the way that he treats me.
Alhamdulillah.
Because like he said just now, right, he calls me all these sayang, baby, and all these things, but with his friends it's just platonic. I don't see any reason why you should call your co-worker or anybody else besides your wife like baby or sayang.
Yeah.
Of course that
Baby sayang.
of course that would make me macam,
Yeah.
So
if he does say the kind of things to you, and he says that no, he's not cheating, he's just calling them terms because it is how they are. So perhaps how he is perhaps. So maybe as coming from my husband's point of view, if let's say personally, if my wife were to tell me, I'm not comfortable with you doing this, and then the initial response would definitely be defensive, because that's how human beings are. We are defensive. Then that's why.
Role play.
Okay.
Okay, so I found out that you call somebody at your workplace baby, for example.
Okay.
Okay, so you come home and we sit down. Ayang, can I talk to you about something?
Ni kena tak ada lagu kelakar ni kena lagu. Ni kena lagu.
Dia buka lagu kelakar, guys. Sayang, can I talk to you about something?
Yes, what is it?
Okay, so I'm not trying to invade your privacy or anything, but I saw something that really bothered me lah.
Okay.
I saw that you call somebody else baby. And I feel like bila you buat tu macam I rasa very I tak faham lah kenapa you would call anybody else except for me, your wife, baby. So kalau boleh I don't want you to call anybody else baby lah.
Tapi nama dia baby.
Baby boss
Baby boss. Okay, jokes aside.
then I think the most human reaction is to be
my reaction
yeah.
Tapi but everyone calls her baby. Like macam, and this is how I am. I panggil orang yang I rapat, like, hey baby, what's up? Things like that. But I don't mean anything. I love you. You are my wife. You are my only one that I love. I call anyone, my friends ke apa, they all know that I call any female friends that I'm close to baby. Like, hey baby, what's up baby, baby.
Tapi I tak comfortable lah yang.
Tak comfortable.
Yeah.
But how? It means I cannot give her any names also.
We can call her by her name.
Can I call babe? Because fun fact, usually me and my friends we call each other babe. Yeah. Even her friends I call babe.
Yeah. And like this one is entirely based on your preferences. Okay, if you feel that babe is okay to you, and then okay. If you feel that babe is still not acceptable to you, and then you communicate it.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is really masing-masing. Yeah. Masing-masing ada preference.
I would like to highlight also. You know the word that I use, babe, right? Usually in the first few times that Farah saw me using babe, she was like, you panggil dia babe eh? She said that tau. You panggil dia babe? I said, yeah, I call all my female friends babe. And then she said, really? I said, yeah, it's just babe lah, Then she saw like, my text. Like, hey babe, then blah, 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 blah. Hey babe, blah, blah, blah. And it's a general, for me it was like a general conversation as well, and I don't have any malicious intent with me calling the friend babe.
The reason why I eventually got okay with that is because I can see that there's no affection behind it.
Dia betul, hey babe, tak ada gitu.
Ya, dia macam, hey babe, kalau hey babe, aku sepak
Probably because I also don't call you babe lah.
Yeah.
Can I call you sayang?
Yeah. To me, sayang is more macam,
endearing
sedap.
to
Yes.
you lah.
So to me lah, in my books, babe is like, okay lah, it's something that you can call your friends.
But of course, we put a disclaimer lah. If you are not comfortable with it, you voice it out to him.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't tell anybody else if it's okay or not okay for you. Do ask yourself if you are okay with it.
And also, I think the rule, the general fact of the matter is you are his number one in his life, apart from his mother. Because why you are married to him, he's married to you, and he chose you to be his wife, right? So the number one emotion or feelings or heart that he has to look after is yours, not his colleagues. If he says that's how he is, then you have to voice it out to him in, like we always say, in the loving manner possible, in as loving a manner as possible. And you ask him, I'm really uncomfortable. Just tell him, I'm really uncomfortable with you. I know I'm not meant to see your messages ke apa, things like that. But I ternampak and I really am uncomfortable with you sharing, with you calling somebody else baby, things like that.
And I feel like another thing, like how I personally would approach it is like, I will look at his actions towards me. Has it changed? Or is it still the same?
Yeah.
Because sometimes we have to admit, as women, we tend to be very emotional, right? And things that we see in front of us will invoke some kind of fear, and it overshadows everything else. So I think my approach would be, okay, I have the information in my brain that he is calling somebody baby. I don't know if it's affectionate or what kind of relationship he has with that person, but I will find out eventually. But
Every woman will find out eventually.
but what I can do at home is see how he's treating me. Does he still treat me the same, or that is how I would
measure. Is it?
Yeah, for me lah personally, because I don't know. I am very emotional, but at the same time, I have a good grasp of my logical side also.
Yeah.
But I would need time to. I cannot do that when I'm very emotional. So I have to calm down first, and then allow my logical side to work. You know, so I can tengok dia balik how he treats me, and if he treats me the same.
Or even
better, and I don't hear any bell. Apa? What?
No alarms ringing.
No alarms ringing. Then I think I will be okay with it.
Naturally, eventually.
Not eventually lah. At that moment, I would feel okay about it. But it's something that is going to be at the back of my mind, all the time until he proves to me again and again that nothing is going on, and then I think naturally I will feel like okay lah, dia nak panggil baby, panggil lah.
Yeah. But fun fact, I had a classmate that wants people to call her baby.
Indeed.
Yeah, like legit, because she's very small like a baby, and suara dia very kemik.
Oh.
Yeah, so and her Chinese name was very hard to pronounce.
Oh.
Yeah, so everyone, is there an easier name for us to call you? And she call me baby. Like wallahi, everyone call her baby. Even my teacher call her baby also. Yeah.
Interesting.
This was in secondary school lah. I wonder how she is now.
Yeah. So I hope
Yeah, wait, the last part.
Apa dia?
Calling her colleague beautiful. Calling his colleague beautiful.
Oh, beautiful
What would you feel if you know that I compliment my female colleagues on how they look?
I feel like for me personally, certain words I wouldn't want you to use on other girls. For example, beautiful. Maybe.
Kalau I put in a context Let's say kita pakai baju raya pergi kerja.
Okay.
Then I say, cantik apa baju kau?
Cantik okay. But beautiful, no.
That you're beautiful.
Yeah.
You're beautiful.
Certain words have deeper meanings differently. Like it means differently to everybody, but it means a whole lot to me. Then if you were to say, that girl good looking,
Or if I say, that girl pretty,
pretty okay.
Pretty okay.
For me, in my books, okay.
If I say, that girl beautiful lah.
Cannot.
Even if I say it like that, so the intonation doesn't matter, is it?
No.
I cannot. That girl pretty Can.
Pretty okay, pretty.
That girl gorgeous
Gorgeous cannot. No.
What else? That girl.
No, nak tumbuk
But yeah, I think
so beautiful. I cannot.
I mean, okay. Perhaps maybe we look at it. If he says he's the kind of person, someone that is
flirty,
flirty. Maybe not. Maybe he's not flirty. Maybe he's just
friendly,
overly friendly. Maybe it's like me. Maybe. So maybe perhaps he is comfortable. He's like, I call my friends beautiful. I praise the creation of Allah. Maybe he's like that. Then
but then okay, sorry, you go on first.
Yeah. Then after that, perhaps maybe you can then communicate to him. Like, tak payah panggil dia beautiful. You call your wife beautiful. Then, but maybe just tell, you pretty today. But then at the same time,
maybe compliment the clothes instead.
Compliment the clothes, yes.
Your shirt very nice.
Yeah. But sebagai seorang lelaki, I've said it time and again. Do you want to give extra attention to the opposite gender when it's not your wife?
You are supposed to lower your gaze anyway.
Yes.
Girls and boys. I mean female and male.
Yeah.
Men and women, we should all lower our gaze. Sebab kita dah ada suami dan isteri.
Yeah. Then at the same time also, kalau you tak cakap, if you don't say to that particular opposite gender a compliment, you ada rasa rugi ke tak?
Tak ada.
Will it affect you and your colleague if you don't say it? But if you say it, will you affect you and your wife? Mana lagi penting? Your wife ke your colleague? Yeah, you need to maintain a good relationship in terms of co-workers, in terms of colleagues. So there are many ways to do it, and praising their beauty is not one of them. Yeah. Maybe you can say, kau pakai kasut baru hari ni. And okay, I would like to say this because I have female colleagues kan. So sometimes I notice things about them macam kasut baru ke apa. New shoe nice ah. Yeah, I will say things like that because I very observant lah like that.
Yeah.
So I will say, new shoes ah. This one new bag ah. Yeah, I say things like that.
Yeah, I think if you compliment clothes, I think for me it's fine. Macam cantik apa kasut kau. You know, even if you're saying it to the opposite gender, and like the way Yan talks to me and the way Yan talks to his female friends, right, is vastly different. Yeah, so yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, but are you overreacting? We answer her question. Are you overreacting? No, you're not.
Yeah.
This is valid because coming from a man's point of view, if I were to be looking at you and then if let's say I put myself as your husband and then you react this way towards me, with my understanding of how a relationship is, I would feel that it's valid. Because why? This is your emotions, and some things that I do are not comfortable in your eyes and are not really acceptable in your level, for example. So as a husband, I know that I need to change in order for me to make my wife feel comfortable, because you mentioned that you are married for about 7 to 8 months. So you're still new. The both of you are still learning to still learning to live under the same roof. So perhaps he's been used to this way of life for the past 20 plus years perhaps.
Maybe.
Yeah, so this is him trying to adapt. So in order for him to change or to adapt to how your comfort levels are, you have to work together with him in the most living manner as possible.
But the thing about this is that, right, you know how, okay, let's use the example of you, dulu kita masa dating, right, and then you called your friend babe, right? So when it comes to this kind of conversations, right, macam one party saying that it's uncomfortable for me when you do that, and then the other party saying that, but it's just who I am. You know, we go through a lot of this kind of conversations, even with our partners.
Yeah.
Even if we have been together for like 3, 4, 5 years, there are bound to be things that like this happening lah.
Yeah.
So the thing is, so the question is, how would you go about it? Like for example, kalau I cakap, you call your girlfriend's babe, it makes me very uncomfortable. What would you say?
I call all my friends who are female babe.
Usually it starts like that, right?
Yeah.
So when you raise an issue that doesn't sit well with you, it's something that you both have to overcome.
Yeah.
Right? So how to overcome is that you somehow just have to meet in the middle. Correct or not?
Yeah.
It cannot be one way or another. It cannot be me forcing you. Like, no, you are my husband. You cannot call. I don't allow. Then he would feel some type of way macam, apa ni?
Yeah. And then that could lead to him hiding things from you instead.
Yeah. And then on the other spectrum is, if I were to say that and then he were to say, but this is just who I am, you have to accept it. Then I would have a lot of resentment towards him. Like, doesn't he care about my feelings? So it's something that you both have to put in effort and see, because this is your partner.
Yeah.
If every little thing you cannot compromise, then how?
Yeah.
You know, if you value your partner's emotions and feelings, I think you would want to put in the effort to make them feel as comfortable as possible.
Yeah, both have to put in the effort. So the best way, if let's say he's very defensive about it, then you offer him the way out.
Yeah.
You tell him, is it okay if I talk to you about it and see where is my comfort level? So you tell him that I'm uncomfortable here. So is it okay we move towards here?
Yeah.
And then we can agree on it. It will take time lah. It's not an overnight thing. Trust me. It will take some time. And if he's even Allah, apa benda tu jatuh?
Our cats
They're playing in the box.
having zoomies.
Yeah. So at the same time also, if he's a hard-headed person, for example, it will take even more for you to be soft, more effort on your part to soften him up.
It's gonna be challenging lah.
Show him the love that he wants and attention that he wants, and perhaps he might return it to you as well.
You see, guys like that one lah.
For me lah, personally. Yeah, I mean, if let's say, coming from a man, if my wife were to like junjung me tinggi-tinggi, I will be like, oh, she loves me. So like, oh, what do I do to deserve this kind of love? Then I want to give more for you,
I
kind of
see,
thing. That's
understand.
me lah. That's me. So if let's say your husband is like that, give it a try. Kalau let's say dia tak apa nama dia, he's not changing, or he's not moving, tak tergerak hati dia despite what you are trying to do, then you have to do it in another approach. But of course, kalau boleh if you need to argue about it, argue, but argue healthily. Okay, jangan tuduh and then don't one person don't step down, one person don't take a step back, then it will just become a prolonged argument, swept under the rug, then it will be boiling in the next time. So
nip it in the bud if you can. It's easier said than done.
yeah, but it would take some time to get used to it. You're still fresh in your marriage. This is your time to learn. We are still new in our marriage as well, 4 years, but we are still learning. But this is how we learned and how we coped in our challenges in our first few years of our marriage, first 2 years of our marriage, I would say. Yeah. So all the best to you.
InsyaAllah kita doakan yang terbaik untuk perkahwinan you. Amin.
Yes. Of course, do DM us if after you hear this episode. See, after you try maybe that next 2-3 months, DM us again. Okay. Right. So one more story I want to share.
Okay.
Okay, the next one. Bentar ya.
Ram minute. Let them listen to some songs, baby.
Okay, let's go. Alright, so because I think there's a lot of topics, there's a lot of DMs, so we need to choose the proper ones that we can share before we. Yeah, this one not yet.
Okay.
This one we go on another episode
Okie.
Okay, I'm just gonna touch and go about this one.
Okay.
Because this one, I would feel more comfortable talking with. I think we did touch about it previously.
This one. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Go Okay. Hello, I'm a fan of your podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Just a suggestion, boleh tak we have a podcast on navigating with in-laws or husband and wife deciding which place to go to and whatever for Raya especially. I feel like a lot of people are quarreling about where to go for Raya. I just overheard a couple quarreling about this.
I think actually I thought about this just now.
Okay.
So, my opinion is that we've been through situations before, how to say, which side to choose lah. For example,
Which side to choose? Which side to go for first?
Yeah, which side to go for first. Right. But I think personally, this is my personal opinion. I feel that there's no wrong, there's no right.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, we have to understand that we come from two entirely different families.
Two entirely different types also.
Two entirely different family dynamics. Two different upbringing, two different culture, different everything.
Yep.
So we cannot expect everything to be smooth sailing. And also, because, like I said, it's no wrong or right. You just have to find a way to navigate it.
Yeah.
And like you cannot, you can lah macam ask for advice from us. Maybe you are asking advice from us, but we cannot really tell you what to do.
Yeah, because lain family have different ways or different reactions to whatever actions that you're doing.
Yeah. So,
I mean perhaps perhaps sometimes no matter what you do also mesti ada benda yang kekurangannya lah. Yeah.
Yeah, for me is like you can for example, your family is the type to every weekend jumpa, gathering, that kind of thing. And then maybe the other your partner's punya family is the kind that is very impromptu, like very spontaneous. And no one family is the same tau, really. Even if for example, like when you are dating this person and then you ask them about the family, are you a family person? How close are your family? How close are you with your mom, with your siblings and things like that? And then you use that as a what do you call it? you use that as like a tick in your
like a
checklist, right?
factor lah, apa checklist lah.
Yeah, for example, you are looking for a man who is a family man, right? And then you ask him this question, and then nice, because I am close with my family too.
Yeah. But okay, we take one step up. Kalau dah kahwin macam tak ada tukar apa?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I say this is something that I would say a lot of couples, a lot of us all go through, but it's just that we don't talk about it openly.
Mm-mm.
You know, it's something that I confirm lah. There is no two family that can mesh seamlessly.
Susah.
Yeah,
rarely.
Yeah, there are bound to be times where you have to, I don't know, you have to because
take a step back.
the thing is, you have your family, he has his family, right?
Yeah.
So right now in our marriage, we are the representative, you know. Like for example, your family dah buat plan, semua dah kamceng lah. But then, okay, now you have to tell your husband, right? You are the representative. So it depends on how you paint the picture lah. And for example, if you have a plan, right? How you tell your husband or how you tell your wife, macam nak cakap like you just have very different family dynamics. That's what I'm trying to say.
So okay, perhaps maybe to simplify it, perhaps the way to just say is, if let's say your family is such and such, but then you know that it could cause an argument with your husband or your partner, how then do you translate that news so that it softens the blow? Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, his family is my family. My family is his family.
Yep.
So, in any case, okay, for example, like both have on the same day, right? So it's either we go to one or we split, right? So, okay, in the morning go here, at night go here. So,
and then there will be a option, kenapa kena pergi dia dulu, kenapa bukan my side dulu?
Yeah, I think that one is all not important. In your marriage itself is not important. But the fact that you show up and you respect their family, that one is important. I highly discourage you being the one who say, tak payahlah pergi your family side, pergi family I je. Like, I highly discourage that. Because like I said, his family is my family and my family is his family. As much as possible, we want to have good relations with both sides.
So perhaps the way that you can go about it is, of course, let's say me and Farah. Farah knows her family best. I know my family best.
Yeah.
So who will be able to take the fact that, who will be able to understand that, understand better that they are okay coming at night or coming at the later timing.
Right.
If for example, my mom side, maybe my parents side, kalau kita datang lambat, boleh gaduh besar, World War 3. Kalau Farah punya side pula, tak kisahlah, asalkan datang. And then we know. But then it then comes to the case of the decision of, kalau both are like that, macam mana? Then that's where us, as like what Farah mentioned, us as the representatives of the family, we will talk to our partner, our own family. It's like, we have to, okay, we talk about Raya specifically. Will they be at home? Then all the factors. Because we cannot please everybody the same way.
Correct.
So we see, kalau dorang tak keluar, okay, they be at home, right? Then you have to apologize lah. Beraya apa, minta maaf apa. So you just apologize. I'm not going to be able to come early because my in-laws will be going out in this certain timing. So I have to go there early first. For example. Yeah. Because in terms of the arguments will always be there. Because mesti ada orang akan kecil hati kenapa they are not the first option. Mesti ada punya.
I think not just people outside. Us ourselves also as husband and wife, kita boleh kecil hati sometimes, you know, when we have to choose one or another, or maybe, you know, certain situations where you have to, macam for example lah, this week asyik jumpa your family je, you know, that kind of thing. There are bound to be times like that when you feel like macam, why is my family less important, you know, that kind of thing. But the most important thing is you husband and wife, you need to be okay. You need to communicate. You need to be a team lah.
Yeah. Then also, how then do you comfort your partner? Because if let's say, like she said, right, we will be kecil hati. Kita akan rasa. So if let's say we decided that my family first, for example, then how then I comfort her? You know, it's your responsibility then to look after your wife's or your husband's punya emotions and feelings, kan? Pasal dah kahwin apa?
Yeah.
So if you know that someone gave in, then you balas balik lah. Cover it. Nampak bulu kucing kita.
Okay.
Then you can nampak lah. Then you can do something to make up for it. It's more of untuk tunjuk rasa kasih sayang. Not so much of I won the battle. No, there's never a battle between a husband and wife. Okay, you need to remember that. There's no such thing as a battle between a husband and a wife.
And I think this thing, usually younger couples would have more trouble because you are new, right, to their family. You are still trying to get to know their schedules. Maybe that family ada yang kerja shift, ada yang kerja working hours, ada yang kerja office hours, you know. You are still trying to macam like what do you call that? Still trying to
Navigate things
navigate.
out.
Yeah, so it's it's very normal. It's very normal for you to go through that kind of misunderstandings, arguing, fights and things like that. But inshallah lah, as you progress in this marriage, inshallah it will become easier.
Yeah. Of course, raya tiap-tiap tahun, and then first raya, second raya is where you tread the waters. You explore the waters first, see how it goes. Then after a while, you get a pattern. Then you see lah. Then definitely you will be able to pick out the pattern and find what is best suited to prevent misunderstandings and arguments in future.
Can we talk about this just for a while? Because I used to have this. Okay, I have two older sisters. My second sister got married way before me. Maybe like, I don't know, 9, 10, 11 years before me. If I got it right. If I'm not wrong lah. So, he has been the only son-in-law in my family lah. Until my another brother-in-law came, and then eventually Yan came, right? So, for the longest time, I had this example, or rather like a picture of how a son-in-law should behave in my family. So, I don't think I've told you this before, but now I'm over it. It's just that I want to share.
Okay.
Sometimes, right, sometimes by not knowing, you will compare your partner to your brother-in-law. Because
you see it daily.
Yeah.
Because your brother-in-law stayed with you, right, for 10 years?
For a number of years, yes. And then, for example, my brother-in-law kerja shift, but he never fails to show up. He never fails to, maybe for example, this one is maybe not accurate, but I'm just giving an example, right? Maybe he always fetch my sister, go here and there, and maybe he always drop by and to my mom's place. But then when I got married to Yan, right, I see them macam, why is he not doing the things that
your brother-in-law has been doing for
in my mind, like, why is he not doing the things that a son-in-law should do? You know? But then I started to realize that, my brother-in-law lah. My husband is my husband, what? Why am I comparing?
Maybe I do things that he don't do also.
Exactly. Yeah. And then it really relates back to what we said earlier lah. It's like every family dynamic is different. So that means every person lagi lah different.
Exactly.
You know? So I just want to point that out lah. Maybe some of you can resonate. Maybe not son-in-law, but maybe you know a person that you see that gives you a good example of how a son-in-law should be, and then you put the expectations on your own husband. Yeah, and then at a certain point you start to realize that macam, that one is my brother-in-law. Of course, it's different than my husband. You know.
Dia, saya.
Betul.
Iya, apa-apa.
So all these comparing things, it's we go through the motions in marriage, and you learn and unlearn certain things. You start to realize that other things are more important than certain things. It's a constant personal journey also, I
Yep.
would say.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah.
Always open up your heart and mind to learn and accept new things.
Mhm.
That is good for you, especially.
Yahoo.
Yeah, especially for when it comes to building a relationship together lah.
Mhm.
Because kalau if we are human beings, we are never going to be perfect.
Yes.
Okay, so we learn and we accept changes in our lives.
Betul.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we hope you have enjoyed this calming episode.
Perhaps I feel it's coming lah. Huh? Yeah,
So again, this is the Pillow Talk segment. Pillow Talk with Outside In.
yeah, so DM us your stories. DM us any so DM us your stories, DM us your experiences, anything that you wish to share to value add to our community. Be it you want a reaction from us like what we did just now.
Discussion.
Yeah, do DM us because we are really open to your stories, and for those that have been submitting, thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
Yes. Oh, before we end, I want to just share a message from a friend. She's actually a friend, also a supporter of Outside In lah.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum Yanto and Farah. I just want to drop by and say how much I love your podcast.
Alhamdulillah.
The variety of topics, some which are hard to hear, are much educational. I'm so proud of you all from the very start. Keep on going with it, inshallah, to many more listeners that can be inspired, motivated and encouraged by your podcast.
Inshallah.
Yeah, and she'll say, is it too late to say Eid Mubarak?
No, it's not.
So, yeah,
Selamat
Eid Mubarak
Raya.
to you too. So you know who you are.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's messages like this that keeps us going, guys.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
So DM us. We will do our best to reply as much as possible.
Yes.
Yeah, because we are quite swamped with work also. But we'll do our best. So
Yes.
forgive us if we reply too late.
Yeah.
Okay.
Forgive us for any of our shortcomings. Yeah.
Yes.
We will try to keep improving in terms of everything lah, audio, in terms of our branding, in terms of our
content.
video content,
Yeah.
and our interaction and engagement with you guys, right?
Yeah.
So let's before we go, don't forget this podcast is brought to you by Sri Kandi Associates.
Looking for your first matrimonial house, planning to upgrade, look no further.
For your property matters, contact Sri Kandi Associates at 8788-3559.
Yes, and follow them on their Instagram at srikandi.associates. Sri Kandi jangan tak jadi. We'll be back with our ladies from Sri Kandi. Don't go anywhere.
Sri Kandi jangan tak jadi.
Right, kita kembali dengan kita punya Sri Kandis hari ni.
Yes, hari ni dua-dua era.
The eras. Era and era. So, looking for your first matrimonial house, planning to upgrade, look no further.
For your property matters, contact Sri Kandi Associates at 8788-3559.
And also follow them on their Instagram at Sri Kandi Associates, right? Sri Kandi jangan tak jadi. Yeah, so Ira kan Ira, hari ni kita dengar ada case study yang mungkin something that is pretty tak boleh melupakan lah. Is it? Yeah. Maybe you can share with us a little bit of what is this case that you cannot forget and how you go about with it.
Cannot forget.
Ni disclaimer
Okay.
So this is one of my tak boleh lupa lah. I mean throughout my journey lah, this is one yang tak boleh lupa. But I disclaimer dulu, it doesn't apply to everyone who goes through this.
Okay.
This is just a unique case lah.
Correct. So I pernah kendalikan divorce case.
Okay.
Okay. I always get the misconception that people bias lah. They said that beli rumah cerai.
Belum cerai?
Orang cerai.
Kira kan macam I dengan you nak cari rumah, lepas tu I bilang dengan agent, carikan rumah yang dong nak cerai punya.
Because they are under the impression that you will buy it cheap.
Pasal they are forced to sell the house. Is it something like that?
Not to say force, but it is enforced in the court order.
Okay,
to sell
faham.
the house.
Yeah. Okay. Kadang-kadang divorcing couples ni, they are very amicable.
Okay.
Okay, that is okay lah.
Amicable kan senang lah.
Senang, can talk lah.
Can talk, okay, can talk, okay.
Boleh berbual lah. Okay, boleh berbual. Yang complicated ni is always yang cannot talk. Cannot see eye to eye.
Ada cases macam tu.
Yang tengah berperang.
Yes.
Alamak, berperang.
Dia cakap A, dia cakap B, cakap C sampai Z.
Okay, they cannot get. That's why they cerai lah.
Alamak, tak tahu lah. Alam.
Kita susun.
Okay. So I've got this experience where this is a cerai case. So the husband and wife have different agents lah. Just take note okay, for divorcing cases in case lah it doesn't mean you can get one agent. You can get 2 agents to represent you.
Who represent the husband and then represent the wife?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because put it this way, kalau you ambil satu orang, who that person is representing. Lagi kalau tengah tak amicable.
Right, faham.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's best to, kalau lagi tak amicable lah,
Have
to get your own.
Own representative lah.
Correct.
In a sense.
So actually just now you say the buyer cakap orang cerai susah. Dengar-dengar macam susah je.
Depends
because
lah.
It okay, like what I mentioned, tak semua. But this unique case of mine was it's very hard for them to agree on the price that they want to sell.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Simply because yalah, you know, when it comes to a divorce case, muta'ah and ida plays a part. From the proceeds of the sale.
Okay.
Thing. So maybe like the husband nak jual tinggi,
Okay.
but the wife just fair price.
Right.
So that agent and this agent terus jadi macam tak agree lah.
Macam nak jual.
I got offer for that house, but tak boleh close.
Because of
Sebab
the
ada
different
party.
price.
Itu part I tak faham. Bila orang cakap senang nak beli.
Susah kot.
Yeah.
Yang ini dia punya court order is equal share ke? Macam mana?
Court order.
Equal share.
Equal share.
Equal share. So maybe that's why kalau let's say equal share, if higher price, both get higher amount lah in a
But
sense.
the husband must give muta'ah ida of berapa puluh ribu.
From the house cash proceeds, is it? Oh,
Faham. Okay.
And the husband wants to move on to buy another house.
Right. So that's why he needs more lah in a sense.
Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
but then because it's a chain reaction tau. The higher the price, the harder it is to sell. The harder it is to sell. Then because mungkin akan ada COV and things like that. But
Tapi you imagine kita buyers, lepas tu kita nak masuk in this situation, kita tengok macam seram lah, tak apalah.
sekarang tak apa. Then it will take a lot of ding dong lah kan.
Correct. Okay, just take note Okay. As an agent, okay, we are not obligated to tell the buyers that this is a divorce case.
Okay.
Okay, faham.
Unless tanya.
Okay. Correct. I remember going through the course also, they say that certain things we are not obligated to say unless they ask you, is this house ada disease ke, ada this and that.
Yeah.
So in a sense, if you empower this to your agent, your representative, okay, I want to know in all of my houses these conditions, then you can ask on behalf.
Yes, correct. So the thing is, okay, this one is from a seller point of view.
Okay.
Okay. But from a buyer point of view, like say I got this group of buyers yang beli rumah yang ni undervalue. I as a buyer agent tak akan nak minta ni divorce ni divorce you know that kind of thing like
Yeah.
Macam tak sensitif itu lah.
So
kan.
the telltale signs are there. Okay, for us agent lah. But sometimes it's too sensitive for me to ask.
Okay.
Faham.
Right?
Yeah.
I think along the way bila kita nak beli, then we will know lah.
Yeah. Bila dah bagi rumah tu macam
dah
ada
nak offer whatever, then suddenly macam kenapa transfer duit option money dekat ni, and then we catch. But that doesn't mean for me it's not technically untuk cakap beli rumah cerai is easier.
Right.
That one coming from a buyer and a seller. From a seller point of view, bila I jual that house is alhamdulillah lah, manage to sell lah. Manage to sell lah. But the sets of challenge is siapa bayar conservancy fees, siapa bayar ni option exercise kasih siapa. Ni kena ikut kau ada apa, tapi dulu kau hutang aku apa.
Gitu. Okay.
So in a sense, of course, this kind of situation memang tak selalu akan terjadi. But if let's say it happens, of course kita kena adalah agent yang bertauliah untuk mengatasi these challenges lah kan.
Yeah, because we are as an agent, put it this way, we are problem solvers.
Yes.
Right? So we cannot be saying ni kau tak boleh jual. No, we will sort out the solutions for you. I mean, not to say from a counsellor point of view, but the thing is, as a housing agent point of view, we try to sort your selling in the most amicable way lah.
Right.
Yeah. Pasal I think of course memang an agent punya kerja is to help you buy and sell a house, but they will do it in the best of your interest.
Correct.
Like for divorce cases pun, dia punya court order, there will be a time frame, right?
Yes.
So if
what I see is 9 months. Ada yang 9 months.
9 months.
9 months.
Okay, what I see I'm not so sure about. Maybe ada special case, I tak tahulah. But what I have here, it's 9 months. So some cases I heard dorang tak nak jual, want to make things difficult lah. I don't want to sign the OTP. I don't want to.
This one is more macam dorang punya hal peribadi dorang lah.
Correct. I also got another case where it's kesian lah, I would say. Husband and wife punya house, but wife kena halau.
Oh no.
Kenapa kena halau?
Pasal adalah sebab-sebab peribadi dorang lah, is it?
Sebab peribadi and put it this way lah. Macam nak cakap the wife is a bit on the softer side. She got 3 kids. So although that's a house, but she just followed and
just
rent out.
ikut je.
Correct. But
Kesian lah.
when she come back to collect her baju, dia kena pukul.
Alamak.
Allah.
Ni.
Aduh.
Ni jangan macamnya.
Kesian lah. I think becoming an agent pun punya issue is not easy lah.
Correct. It suddenly become personal, you see. Macam balik kena pukul, anak dia sekali kena pukul.
Allah.
Habis macam apa, the wife nak fight the house, the husband lodge claim bini dia gila, that kind of thing, because she has a depression because of the husband.
Right. Yeah, so but this kind of thing memang dah cerai case lah for that one.
Belum.
Oh, belum lagi. Kerana ni
and the house
manusia ni
transaction cannot go through until diorang dah cerai kan?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Macam mana nak macam ni tak boleh amicable.
yeah.
Nak file cerai, claim gila or whatever. So I mean this happen. I mean one of my personal friend lah.
So you know the whole incident lah. But you tolong the this kind of situation or back then belum lagi lah.
Put it this way, dorang belum at the level of dah file.
But belum
But
lagi.
there is something dealing at the back end.
Okay, faham.
So dah tergantung for 2 years.
It's a stressful situation for them lah.
Because when you go through a divorce, immediately your house kena lock.
By the government.
You kena tunggu court order lah. Then tengok court order cakap apa, you jual ke, or wife
person take full
wife
custody.
take tapi kena pay back the CPF.
Okay. So there are many different factors jugalah when in terms of divorce cases lah. Dia bukan senang I cerai rumah ni 50-50. It's not always all the time lah. Depends on the court order. Depends on apa yang your lawyer fight for them, things like that.
Yeah.
There are good cases also lah.
Yes, correct.
Where the husband say, okay, it's okay, kita dah divorce, so I give it to my wife because ada anak. So maknanya dia punya CPF semua, so that everything is transferred to the wife. So if the wife jual, even the husband yang CPF shares will go to the wife. Pun ada.
That one is case the husband lepaskan tangan terus lah.
Kira macam goodwill lah.
Goodwill.
Pasal another case is dia kira apa maksudnya?
Sorry, did I interrupt your chain of thoughts?
Macam copy case lah. Kira macam we gift the CPF. I've got one case. Okay. Diorang nak cerai. Tapi diorang jual rumah dulu. Then diorang cerai.
In that sense macam senang sikit lah. because whatever the CPF was put into the house, it goes back to their
Dia
own.
macam normal
transaction.
Cuma kalau you buy as a couple, you must sell as a couple.
Correct.
Okay. Kalau you sell as a divorcee, you nak kena ada order of court ni semua.
Yes.
But then if you cerai macam I cakap tadi, you nak kena have a temporary place to stay dulu.
Okay.
Pasal you jual as a couple, you pun nak kena beli next as a couple apa. They recognize you as a married couple still.
Right, faham.
Oh yeah.
So macam dia punya process is I jual rumah, then I cerai. Time cerai tu I cari rental ke apa ke, tengok mamak ke.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
But of course, let's say if there's any of this any of you yang tengah mendengar ni know of someone yang going through this kind of situation, of course we try to help them as much as we can.
Yeah. Yes. I can imagine being in this situation, you will be very lost. You don't know what to do. You need help. So you can go to Sri Kandi Associates.
Yes. They are agent yang they have plenty of experience, a lot of experience in this kind of cases. And also kalau yang senang-senang punya pun, diorang pun banyak experience juga. Alhamdulillah.
So you can contact Sri Kandi Associates at 8788-3559.
Yes, 8788-3559. Also follow them on their Instagram at Sri Kandi Associates. Yes. So looking for your first matrimonial house, looking to upgrade, look no further.
Sri Kandi,
jangan tak jadi. Alright, with that, let's wrap it up. Right, we have come to the end of another episode of OUTSIDEIN.
If you like what you hear, please follow all of our socials on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify and YouTube.
Jangan lupa follow Sri Kandi Associates di Instagram juga Share with all of your friends and family members so that they can insyaAllah benefit from this episode.
InsyaAllah.
So till next time, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.